Hey everybody, I'm Bob Trezise. I'm President and CEO of LEAP, Lansing Economic Area Partnership. And for the next few minutes here, we're going to talk about placemaking today, which is a crucial part of economic development. We really believe in this formula. More and more people talk about it all the time, but you got to develop place as much as you do jobs. And that is what attracts talent, and the talent now ultimately is playing a bigger and bigger role in actually attracting business. The more business you have, the more revenue and philanthropic and taxation you have to develop back into placemaking, and so you have this economic development loop. It's a global model, and it works very, very well right here in the capital city of Michigan. We have Dillon Rush today, who is happens to be our placemaking manager, amongst many other hats. Dillon, we have a couple programs that are coming up here. First is our LEAP placemaking grants.
Yeah, Public Art for Communities grant, a familiar grant throughout the region. Awesome, enduring partnership with PNC Foundation, where we're able to offer $30,000 throughout the Tri-County region to municipalities, to organizations, partnering with municipalities, up to $10,000, 3 grants each cycle. This application is going to be due January 31st. It's online at purelansing.com/publicart. Let me know if you have any questions. It's not a daunting application by any means, but nevertheless, this is a grant that really can transform some public spaces into something that's extraordinary.
We've done over $250,000 of these grants from LEAP's budget over the last 7 years. Part of that's been in partnership with PNC Foundation. And secondly, there's important symbols about the sophistication and future hopes of a region, and one of those symbols is, do you have a poet laureate or not? The United States has a poet laureate. Many states have a poet laureate. 2 years ago, LEAP, in partnership with Michigan State University and the Lansing Poetry Club, created and funded a Lansing Poet Laureate program. Represents all of Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton County, and it's been a marvelous two years with Dennis Hendrickson. But now it's time to select a new poet laureate. You're part of that committee, Dillon, and tell us, right now there's an application window, and tell us how poets out there in our 3-county area might apply.
Sure, well, kind of the same process. You're going to go to our website, purelansing.com/poet laureate. There'll be a link there to the application, and just echoing Bob, this is an awesome program, awesome partnership where we can really continue to expand the literary arts, the literary voice. In fact, it's a key component of placemaking, all in this realm of economic development. If you're interested, again, reach out to me. We have a strong committee of 12 people that are willing to help you apply. Dennis is an awesome asset as well as the previous poet laureate.
He's been amazing.
Provide a lot of input and advice along the way. Really excited. That's going to be due February 1st, around 5 p.m. to me as well. So exciting stuff. A lot going on in placemaking.
There really is. There's been great news the last couple weeks that 6 one-way streets, miserable one-way streets in downtown Lansing, and you know who you are, but we've all turned down, even locals have turned down those damnable streets at some time the wrong way, let alone visitors, if you can imagine their plight trying to figure out all of our one-ways in downtown Lansing. But this is placemaking too. The state has funded $3.3 million to change all of those finally into 2-ways. Now these were part of the original plan for 10 years ago when we brought accident fund on board and we revitalized and saved the power station downtown Lansing on the riverfront. This was part of that plan, was to make all the streets 2-ways, but we ran out of money. We didn't have money to complete it. So thank you, Mayor Shore. Thank you to the state of Michigan, the legislature, for making this happen for us. Very, very important. Next week, I know Mayor Shore and the Lansing Community Foundation and numerous other very, very important corporate partners are going to make a major announcement along the riverfront as far as placemaking goes. So everyone can look forward to that. I also know that one of the great art festivals in America every spring is, in fact, the East Lansing Art Festival, and they currently are accepting applications for booths and participation in the East Lansing Art Festival. Oh yeah, they have a little book of poetry, by the way, that they publish as part of that festival. Someone might be published in that too as a poet. It might be me. I don't know. There's several poems in there too, but it's a very nice little booklet. But it's a great festival and a great celebration of place as well. So there's so much going on, so important. It all adds up, and it adds up to a better presented first impression place that will keep and attract talent. Finally, I'd just like to note, we're standing here, we have this up all year long here at LEAP. Every year our board re-adopts a diversity and inclusion statement as far as our organization goes. We do a lot of training about diversity and inclusion. Teddy Parsons does an amazing job as our diversity and inclusion manager here. But this is Martin Luther King Jr. weekend and holiday on Monday. So important in economic development that everyone can equally and inclusively participate in our economic development efforts. And LEAP continues to strive with all of our partners to make that a reality and to be one of the best places in America that knows how to do that. So as part of that, we certainly celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. So everyone, have a great weekend, a great holiday, and we'll talk to you next week.